What do you remember from that moment and that spot that was supposed to happen?
So I think that match was voted the greatest match in Raw history for the first 10 years of Raw or something like that. First of all, the sad thing is it doesn't exist anymore because Benoit is in it.
Wow.
But it was such a fucking great match. And the crowd in Sacramento, whichever, I think it was, I don't want to get it wrong because people will jump on me. I think it was San Jose. And crowd was insane. And it was Jericho and Benoit versus Austin and Triple H, and Steve and Tripp were the fucking heels. It was for the tag team titles. And we had this match going, and the crowd was just biting on everything. And it was back in the, the old WWE trope at the time was like 1, 2, someone pulls the referee out. The next referee runs down. 1, 2, you knock this referee out. You hit this guy with the belt. You cover. The first ref comes back in. 1, 2, kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out. And I remember I had Steve in the walls of Jericho, and Triple H was supposed to break it up. And meanwhile, the crowd's just like, ah. And I put him in the walls, just and he came from behind to hit me. And I remember he hit me really light. And Triple H and I did not like each other back in those days, but we always had great matches. We're totally cool now. We're friends at this point, but we always had great fucking matches. I think because there was a rivalry between us. Like, fuck this guy. He ain't so great. Well, fuck that guy. He's not so good. Both of us were good. Really good. And so he hit me from behind, but it was very light. And I was like, that's not like him. And then I saw him kind of fall down and roll out. And then there's a couple other things that happened. And then I end up on the floor. Steve and Chris are still in the ring. And I'm supposed to go over to Triple H and put him in the walls of Jericho on the announce table.
Yeah.
And so I go out and he goes, I'm hurt. I'm like, he goes, I think I tore my quad. I'm like, what do you want to do? He goes, the spot. I'm like, okay. So I put him in the walls, and if you watch, like, dude, the dude's a fucking beast, because when you tear your quad, it rolls up like a window drape. Like,
wow.
So I'm putting him in this walls of Jericho, and like I'm trying to keep his legs as straight as possible, but I'm sure it didn't feel good at all. So we do that, and then he's got to go back in the ring again with the sledgehammer and hit. I think he's going to hit Benoit, who's pinning Steve, and Benoit moves and he hits Steve, and then I do the moonsault and 1, 2, 3. He did everything. He didn't miss a spot,
Wow.
And then I remember afterwards, it sucked because it was one of the greatest matches I've ever had. And 1, it doesn't exist anymore. And 2, we couldn't celebrate it because we came into the back and it was just fucking pandemonium because Triple H was hurt and everyone was somber because he knew he was going to be out for a long time.